So one of the things that really annoys me about text to video generations is that it's so hard to describe precisely what you want. But designers use references all the time, right? So what if we could just use AI to basically build components, motion graphics and whatever based on references? Yeah, so I built this extension which allows users to do video recording. So that is currently running, and then I'm just going to play this thing, right? So the whole idea is we want to snip references and then ask AI to recreate that. And I think it's in a way been recently possible because the models have gotten so good at multi-model understanding. So yeah, what this extension does is, okay, effectively, let me just cut it to the part that I want. Because you also don't really want to overwhelm with too much unnecessary context, and then maybe let me just call it text, and we're going to upload it somewhere so that I can refer to it in my creation studio. So it's uploading and it's uploaded, and I'm just gonna refresh this to get it in. It's going to take a few seconds to get it in, and let me just start a new convo. So I can now tag this thing, and that's what we had. And let's see, because we're using AI, I can just say recreate this animation using the road not taken poem with I don't know, purple and gold colors, right? As inspiration. So, and then just let it cook. And effectively under the hood, what I am doing and making use of is this video understanding capabilities from Google Gemini, which I'm really surprised. It seems like, at least so far, I feel like it's one of the unique capabilities that I haven't really seen in the other major labs. Though I haven't really checked the Chinese ones lah. But anyway, as you can see, the whole idea is to process that video, turn it into the code, and then generate the React components, so that what we get is essentially an editable video. So while that is running, maybe let me show you what I mean. So these are some of the previous stuff that were created through chats as well. And as you can see here, it's basically a React component. So you get adaptiveness and multi-format outputs out of the box, right? And if I want to change anything, I just make the change over here and play it back, and you basically get that within the animation itself. So the great thing about this is basically it gives you a level of control precisely, right? Because you don't have to be reliant on animations anymore, even as they are getting better at following instructions. But it's a bit of like, you know, there's easier ways to get a deterministic, precise control that you want. And let me just show you a few more examples. And the whole idea is like, it really depends on the type of videos they are trying to make, right? The way that I look at it is, if it's something to do with lines, geometry, and so on and so forth, text, just basically use React. And I think the most complicated that I've seen of what it can also make so far is actually not isometric, I mean like SVG animations like this, right? So I think again the whole idea is, if it's some sort of a UI-like thing with a shape and stuff, we can just use React, and because it's a component, and when you make use of these libraries, you can actually easily composite it into any other background image or any other underlying video they may have as well. In other words, generate overlays programmatically. And this is, for example, some text animations that we can make also, right? And when I look at something like this, for example, I mean, you could just do this with AI and code, and you don't have to actually build this from scratch. Yeah, and I thought this was also pretty interesting, that we can actually do sort of like this sort of path tracing. So yeah, let's see if it's created. Oh, it's done. That was actually a lot faster than I expected. I think because I sort of like compressed it a bit, make it a bit more optimized. And let's see. I actually wonder why it's been showing me all these numbers. I have a feeling it might be overly compressing Anyway, I kind of like need to look in under the hood for what's going on here. But I think you get the gist of the idea that by reframing and breaking down what it is that we are trying to create with videos, we can actually make it a lot more controllable to get what it is that we want precisely and exactly. Yeah. And again, underlying all this is actually, yeah, just code. So yeah, hopefully that's interesting for you.